So no one told you life was gonna be this way. It's like you're always stuck in second gear when it hasn't been your day or your month or even your year. But I'll be there for you. Friends, an important part of life. When most of us are younger, our first friend could be considered our sibling. According to the United States Census Bureau, most children, 78%, have lived with at least one sibling. Me? Oh. My first friend was somebody called Lilypad. Look, it's hard to make friends when you're part of 22% of the population that has no siblings. But how do we start friendships? Where do we begin? And most importantly, how do we keep them? Although making new friends seems challenging at first, trying to go different routes with new diverse friends can help, and also not leaving behind our old ones. First off, let's grab our hiking gear and go out into the wilderness that is friendship, as we start out on flat, even ground. Next, let's climb the rocky hillside that is toxic friendships, as we use our new friends' diverse abilities to keep them and everyone else safe and secure. Finally, we will reach the top and view the gorgeous terrain from above, as we realize our new friendships will last us a lifetime, as they have helped us throughout our adventure. But what is this flat, even ground? School! But when you get to school, things get complicated for the first day or so. According to childhood development, an introduction, from the peer group, the child receives feedback about his competencies. Yes, and Steve and Sandrock John. At a young age, children are already comparing themselves to their peers, or potential friends. Maybe one kid has glasses and another one has glasses as well, and they become friends over that. Or there's a new popular kids TV show, and 3 kids like that show, so they become friends. It always starts out young. But when you get to middle school, things get complex. Everyone wants to fit in, be the cool, popular kid. You don't fit in? Psh, you don't belong here. In high school, it's even worse. Kids already have whole clans set up. You know, the jocks, the cheerleaders, the drama kids, the band kids, the cyber kids. Us. And if you don't meet their tedious requirements, you're not allowed in. Unless it's speech and debate. We welcome everyone. My point is, it's okay to not have a big circle of friends. As according to Merriam-Webster, friend, a favorite companion. A friend is someone whom you can trust, whom you can rely on, or someone you genuinely enjoy talking to. And you and your friend don't have to be the same in everything. Remember those clans I talked about? Diversify! Go out and make friends in other clans, or clubs as they're actually called. Maybe you're a drama kid that's somewhat still in their shell and a little scared. Maybe talk to the jock that's sitting by himself. Maybe he needs a friend too. Or maybe you're part of the dance team, a cheerleader, and you're really popular. Maybe try to be friends with the unpopular cyber kid that's sitting by himself at lunch. Remember, high school isn't those cheesy underdog movies. And yes, these clubs can exist in adulthood too. So mix it up. And if your friends in the club suddenly go, hey, if you become friends with that person outside of this group, then we're not friends anymore. Or maybe you're moving to another club because you think it's interesting. And your friends in that club are going, in the old club are going, hey, if you move from this club, we're not going to be your friends. Let those people be. We're going to talk about those kinds of friends a little later. Now, of course, you don't have to have a big circle of friends. Maybe you're still, again, as I previously stated, stated, maybe you're a little shy, maybe you don't like to talk to people, or you already have a reputation. Heck, I've had a hard time making friends. Not that I don't try to be friendly, it's more along the lines that I'm really loud and brash. Heck, some people are just plain oblivious. Yeah, that person's me. And just focusing on the negatives isn't how you're going to make friends right away. According to CU Boulder's Health and Wellness Center, focus on things that you may have in common, like shared experiences, personality, or sense of humor. Focusing on the negatives isn't how you're going to make friends, but it can help you avoid bad ones, as you may hit some false plateaus on your friendship hike. Ever heard of Julius Caesar? Well, if you need a reminder, here's a quick rundown of his friendship, if you could call it that, with Brutus. Brutus doesn't trust Caesar that much because Caesar is about to crown himself emperor of Rome. So Caesar goes to crown himself emperor while Brutus decides to join the conspiracy with the help of Decius. Eventually, after Caesar has crowned himself Roman emperor, he goes down to the Senate house to do some business, and the conspirators all stop him. There's 60 of them there, and Caesar gets 23 stab wounds. Way to go, everyone. The last stab wound inflicted on Caesar is by Brutus. This is also where the famous Shakespearean quote, "Et tu, Brute," is uttered. This friendship is an example of a toxic friendship, much like a toxic relationship. At first, these friends may seem like allies, or people you can trust, people you rely on. But in your darkest hour, they reveal that there was nothing behind the friendship, or worse, that they were manipulating you. These friendships have the potential to destroy entire lives, like with what happened with Caesar. Before I move on, here's 2 quick tips on how to realize a friendship is becoming, or sadly already is, toxic. 1, they are or have become excessively needy. Maybe you are doing a dance and they're constantly trying to call you on your phone in the back that's vibrating really loud. Maybe you're in the middle of a business presentation and suddenly they keep spamming your phone with text messages or your office phone with calls. Or you're in the middle of performing your speech, and while you're doing your time, they keep calling your phone. They want your attention then, and they want it now. And if they can't have it now, then they're going to try everything they can to get to you. They might even interrupt you while you're performing and go on stage just to talk to you. They're narcissistic. Another thing is that suddenly everything becomes about them. Maybe you had a good day and your boss complimented you. They had a great day, and their boss gave them a raise. Or you had an okay day. Maybe you got your favorite shoes wet. They had a worse day, and all of a sudden their whole jacket is soaked. Even if they never liked that jacket. They become a one-upper in essence, as they're trying to make themselves sound better or worse to get sympathy. But just like how every rocky hill has some foliage, anyone here into football? Yeah, me neither. But apparently Tom Brady and Bill Belichick had a really good track record. According to Insider, how the greatest head coach quarterback duo grew together and eventually came apart, they have the best winning percentage out of any duo. 6 Super Bowl wins and 30 playoff wins. Travis Scott, Insider. Now, I know the Patriots tend to cheat, but that record seems amazing to me. And I'm not even a football fan. And for those that are saying, oh hey, that's just business stuff, come on, when you get a job, you're bound to make friends, even if you don't think so yourself. We've now reached the zenith of our hike. We've started out on that flat, even ground, climbed up the rocky hill that is toxic friendships, along with making new diverse ones along the way, and finally are viewing the gorgeous terrain in front of us from the top of our hike. So, sadly, this is the end of our beautiful friendship hike. However, this is not the end of our adventures. Remember, I'll be there for you. 'Cause you're there for me, too. Thank you.